Hi, welcome to the final part of my video series on how I write a piece of music. This is part 3 of me showing you how I write a piece of music from scratch. So starting with a very simple idea. And coming up with a melody to fit with that. So I have got the backing, I've got the main melody. I toyed around with trying that melody out an octave up and then putting those two together. And I've got something I'm pretty happy with. I came up with a middle section last time as well, and I now have a melody for that. So I've been pretty busy. After recording down that first section, I toyed around with those melodies, put them over the top, and then I got this second section. And I've got a melody for that now as well, which is very simple. Just that, really, but I'm doing it in sixths with the second guitar. So the guitar that played the higher melody is adding something in there as well. So I'm going to play all of that to you. But what happened was when I recorded all of that down, I was listening to it and I thought, this is not sounding very grounded. We had the higher melody up the octave, we had the melody down there, and then the lowest guitar part was there. And when you put those three guitars together, it just wasn't feeling anchored. It didn't have a really low part. So I toyed around with something, a fourth guitar part to add to it. And I ended up tuning the guitar down a whole load. The only way to really get a bass part that was low enough was to tune the guitar right down. So I took the E string down 2 steps to C, and then I brought the A string down to G, and then I just kept going, and I ended up with this open C tuning, which is a nightmare to keep in tune on the nylon string. I use it quite a lot on steel strings, so I like this tuning, I'm familiar with it. And that meant I could just kind of play around with these low strings. And I needed to keep it really sparse. I've already got the 2 guitars doing the melody. I've got a third guitar doing that basic rhythm part. And so I wanted to keep this really simple. Something like that. So I'm going to play you the backing, which has the original 3 guitar parts, the 2 melodies and the ukulele tuning part. And I'm going to just play around with this new open tuning and see if I can come up with something that fills it out but doesn't get in the way as well. So I'm just going to play you the backing and then I'll start improvising over the top. Yeah, so you'd have noticed a few miss hits, a few wrong notes in there. I'm literally just making that up and keeping it really simple to fit with what I've already got. So I'm going to keep playing around with that and see what happens. I think it needs to have a little more character, not just wallow around those low notes. I might pick out some little things a bit higher up, like I did towards the end. But yeah, that is getting close. I feel like once I've added that low bass part, it will be done. I've even got some ideas around the title because of that ukulele theme. I'm going to come up with something a bit Hawaiian sounding. So yeah, hopefully this track will be on Spotify at some point, if it ends up being something I'm happy with. So keep an eye out for it. I don't know what the title is yet, but look out for something Hawaiian sounding. And that'll be this. Hopefully that just gives you a bit of an idea about what I do in terms of getting an original idea, letting a tune develop, and then sometimes filling it out with something else as well, and using an altered tuning. A few little ideas that might work if you're trying to write something. But yeah, just laid bare, that is what I do for most of what I write. You know, it's not magical, it's not inspired all at once, it just evolves and grows and, you know, hopefully comes out well. So look out for that track next month. See you soon.